What's up, War Room Nation? Welcome to A Few Good Minutes in the War Room, brought to you by War Room Sports as always. I am your host, Jimmy, at JW The Blueprint. Ladies out there, don't talk. Just listen. It's like, no, now that I creeped you out, I have a roundtable today. What we want to talk about briefly is we want to talk about the NBA coaching carousel out there because a lot of teams have fired successful coaches, teams that have had their best record in franchise history, but there's a lot of names out there. It's a lot of Richard writing and, hammer eatery going on, but with me today, I have Glass from Get With His Sports. He's from Chicago, so he doesn't have to worry about any kind of coaches. What's going on, Glass?
What's up, man? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
You already know. B. Austin, my brother from War Room Sports, my comrade. What's going on?
Through the lights, cameras, and action, glamour, glitters, and gold, I unfold the scroll and plant seeds to stampede the globe.
Deep, very deep there.
Was that in Ninja Squirrel?
No, that was Nasir Olupendar Jones.
Oh, okay.
Ez, Idiot Sports Talks in the house. Brooklyn Nets fan, so he has a new coach.
Coaching is so easy, even a kid can do it.
Oh, man. I like that. I like that.
Listen.
Clap it up.
I'll go around the round table. Here's the bottom line to this entire video. There are a lot of quality coaches who have been let go. The Nets, as a matter of fact, got rid of 2 coaches this season. We were just talking about that. What's going on? Why is it that, winning doesn't even keep you safe anymore? And why is everybody, panicking so fast? And I'll start with you, Glass. What do you think about this whole situation with successful coaches being let go, and why? What's going on?
I think it's crazy. I think, number one, if you have a successful season, like George Karl, 9 years success.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year. You got Lionel Hollins doing the damn thing in Memphis. My thing is, if you're going to get rid of a coach, you should have another coach in line in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Me just getting rid of a coach and just trying to figure out what's out there to work with, I don't understand.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think is going on? What's the thinking? Why is it this sudden move to? Is it money?
New ownership, cybermetrics, trying to save on money.
Uh-oh.
That's
you're not a sabermetrics guy. You don't believe it?
No. Not if you already got the team. If you don't have the team, yeah, I can see cybermetrics working for you. But if you got the team, you got the talent, it's working for you, why break it up?
Okay, cool. B. Austin, what's your opinion of what's going on in the NBA in terms of this coaching being fired and all,
This is a microcosm of where society is today. We live in the age of the pom-pom. What is the pom-pom?
Explain what a pom-pom is.
A pom-pom is a phrase that we in the War Room coined. Prisoner of the moment, culture of immediacy. I'm going to speak specific to Lionel Hollins, Vinny Del Negro, and my man Slavery Johnson. Those 3 cases are folks where you have to honestly ask yourself, Donald Sterling, really? Look me in my eyes, Donald Sterling, really? You can fire someone after having a successful run, the best ever in your franchise's history? And now you want to act big and fire somebody like you have options on the table to come in and get you over the hump? Really?
Now, the talk
Lionel
is Doc
Hollins,
Rivers.
the same
Doc
thing.
Rivers, the talk is Doc Rivers is thinking about going there. Would you go there if you're Doc Rivers?
Yeah, but they didn't work the deal out before, and Danny Ainge is doing everything he can to nix that deal. I'm not saying it won't get done, but I still think that Vinny Del Negro didn't deserve to be fired. Lionel Hollins didn't deserve to be fired just because he had a cheap suit on and he was caught Richard riding in the semis. I mean, he still was a great coach and a huge upgrade in Memphis, who has never been a winning franchise. You had somebody that came in and changed the culture and got you on the right track, and now you fire him? What continuity are you establishing on an organizational basis? Mm-hmm. Prisoners of the moment. You're caught up. You're smelling yourself. We think we can get on to the next best and greatest thing. Yo, it's a trickle-down effect. Society, coaches, organizations, the human beings, the lemmings that run and jump off the cliff. I'm done,
Okay, but wait, hold on. But Beyonce, you say it's prisoners of the moment, but what's the moment? I mean, you win it. You win it. I don't understand. If you win it,
they believe that they're now a marquee. They've entered the realm of marquee franchise. So they think that because they had 1 or 2 winning seasons, that they can turn around and command a marquee head coach. They are.
I think in Lionel Hollins' situation, they didn't want to pay him.
They didn't want to pay him. Yo, you got to pay that man.
They got like a new ownership. They don't want to pay him. So, Ez, what's your opinion of what's going on now? You're capping a root for a team that just got a new coach, who was just playing defense about 2-3 weeks ago.
Good defense.
He hasn't scored. He hasn't scored in about 6 months.
So he had to play good defense.
So he's been coaching for a while, but he's been coaching on the court, and now he's going to coach on the sideline. So what do you think about this?
If he's been coaching on the court, he hasn't done a good job with JR and Melo. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What do you think about this phenomenon in terms of the coaches being let go, and how do you feel about your new coach? What's going on?
To answer the first one, I think it's various reasons for different franchises. One with the Memphis Grizzlies. They went to that cybermetrics system now, new ownership. He believes he even hired with this guy from ESPN, John Hollinger.
Yeah.
The guy that led all those advanced stats. They're going in that direction. I believe you're right.
I think fail.
Yeah, I think so too. And Hollins, who I think should have been a Coach of the Year winner about 2 years ago, I didn't think they didn't want to pay him. George Karl and the Nuggets, I think that proves B. Austin's point. Social media, prisoner of the moment. When they lost in the first round, I said, before they lost, I said, you know what, I think the Warriors have a chance to beat this team because you know what, they're not great defensively. And usually when people think you're a championship caliber team, you need a superstar. The Nuggets didn't have that. They won 57 games with the players they have is Wilson Chandler and Ty Lawson being your best players, which credits George Karl. But people, I'm looking at Twitter. People are killing George Karl for his rotations. Are you serious? He won 57 games with these rotations with non-superstar and prisoner of the moment. They thought even the guy from ESPN, he thought they were third best team in the NBA. Tim Legs, the guy that used to shoot three-pointers. Legler. And I tweeted him. I said, "How's your third best team doing in the?" Or they're pretty disappointing right now. No, they were not disappointing. They didn't play good defense, and it was a remarkable feat for 57 wins. But I think it was a prisoner of moment thing. Clippers, I think it was. People were talking about the players got Vinny Del Negro fired.
Yeah.
And I think it's just different reasons, and I think it just happened this year. But I think mostly it has to do with the cybermetrics and prisoner of the moment.
It's crazy. Sabermetrics is affecting all sports. I like sabermetrics. I like to see how far out you can get in terms of trying to break down the game. But I still, believe in other forms of evaluating a team or a franchise.
I have no problem with it. I think you just have to just don't rely heavily on it. I think you could make it in your scouting reports. Balance it out. Thank you. Because I can't speak English right now. So I think that's perfect if you do it. But if you go one way too far out, you're going to get hurt. And they already got Rudy Gay. I'm hearing rumbles they want to get rid of Zach Randolph. Are you serious? And then you're going to have Mike Conley and Marc Gasol, and that's it? And I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But
you can say that for another time. But listen, I just find it funny that all this happened at one time. You would think that, Phil Jackson, Red Auerbach, Larry Brown, a bunch of guys are on the sidelines getting ready to come in the way you see coaches going left and right. Only time will tell if it's the right decision. I'm still shocked that Brian Shaw didn't get a job considering how he's talked about every year. But like Ezra was telling us, this guy's holding out for some job. We don't know what job it is. But, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. For those out there watching the video, let us know what you think is going on in terms of the coaching carousel in the NBA. Do you agree or disagree with a lot of teams using sabermetrics to determine how to control their entire franchise, and how successful will these franchises be? This has been another Few Good Minutes in the War Room. Before we get out of here, Ez, how can people get in touch with you online?
Well, you can look up YouTube, Idiot Sports Talk, Twitter, same, at Idiot Sports Talk, and Instagram. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, Glass, how can people catch what you are doing online?
Catch us on YouTube at Get With It Sports 2, the number 2. Hit me up at Twitter at Get With It Sports. Check out the blogs at GetWithItSports at WordPress.com.
You already know. B. Austin. Tell everybody to get in touch with us and get us out of here.
WarRoomSports.com at WarRoomSports. We are the revolution in sports media. Join the team. Don't accept mediocrity and be steadfast in your war against ignorance.
I see you chumps on top.
Kuwait, it's the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys, diversified and educated.